Hey, what's up, guys? I'm planning on doing something, not like a series, but different channels as a whole. When I was watching TV, I don't know if I should make this video right. If I didn't know if I should make this video of 90s kids and the shows they watched, or what the History Channel has turned into, how it's kind of turned in like a reality TV series, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with it because to be fair, they are educational shows that people like to watch, but that aside, I want to talk about 90s shows. I remember growing up, and I grew up in 92. So I believe that makes me a 90s kid. I don't really think you could grow up in 98 and be considered a 90s kid. And it's not really as if to say, oh, well, who are you to judge? No, it's kind of just you are or you aren't. Now, what year would be the correct year for you to actually be born into and then be a 90s kid? I don't know. I couldn't tell you that, but I'm assuming you'd at least maybe have to be, I don't know, at least five up until 2000 or something. But that sounded really condescending. Something. But when I was watching all these shows, I remember Rugrats and how they taught you good lessons. Um, Real Monsters, Hey Arnold. I believe Hey Arnold was still early 2000s as well. SpongeBob, I think, came out in 99. Uh, you had a lot of other shows. The ones on even Stevens for Disney Channel. Uh, Give me a second. Kind of shooting. Oh, I was about to say shooting blanks here, but that could be used for other things. But I actually remember Disney movies the most, like The Paper Brigade. You also had other things such as, give me a second. Ooh, Smart House. Smart House was the shit. If you guys remember that. I loved all those different shows and movies and series, and they were truly quality too. A lot of those kids you hadn't seen before. They weren't actors. They weren't musicians. Lizzie McGuire, remember that? She became a actor and musician, I think, afterwards. That was way after for them. That wasn't something just right off the bat. And now it just seems like a package you'd buy for cable. Where, okay, well, if you're a musician or if you're an actor, or that, okay, yeah, you're gonna automatically be everything else too. Like Miley Cyrus, for instance. I actually think she's talented. I think she is a good actor. The way she got into it may be kind of weird. People say that her father. People say that her father kind of made the casting crew give her the spot. Her friend, the co-star, I guess, was supposed to have the spot. I don't know, but the point is, she's actually talented. I truly believe that. Then you have people like the Jonas Brothers. I'm sorry, I've always been a very normal person when it comes to opinions, and I still stand by this. If you like it, you like it. Being good or bad isn't an opinion. Being unique, I guess, could be an opinion and a little bit of fact too. But my point is, if someone says I like it and then they say it's not good, you can't just say no, it is good or no, it isn't good. It's an opinion. That's the whole point about it. You're supposed to have them, and not everybody's supposed to agree. But when it comes to the Jonas Brothers, from the story of them, it's like, okay, Nick. I think Nick was in a hair salon, and then he burped like that in a really weird ass video. And he was in it, and then he was singing, and then the one person was like, who was cutting his hair, was like, "Hey, you're really good at singing." And they gave him a card, and he did auditions, and then he started doing stuff, and then he invited his brothers to come along, and then they blew up with the Disney Channel. I'm fairly certain. I'm kind of paraphrasing a bit, but in the end run, they got to where they are by, I guess, having talent. So it's not just like they paid someone off to do it. I just think they're terrible. I'm sorry. I think the Jonas Brothers are absolute garbage. Me and my brother, we play so many instruments. He plays guitar. I've always been a drummer. And when we play, when we play, it blows them out of the water. We don't have vocals, I'll tell you that. My sister can do vocals, she just doesn't like to sing. And I'm not gonna say, oh well, if I wanted to become a millionaire and play what they played and everything of the sort, I could be better than them. No, because it's not true. You know why? Because we like to play real music. Because we're not easily marketable. Um, they were, I guess, three good-looking guys who everybody, just loves. The little girls love the flock over. So I'm not going to say that I could reach their level of fame, but what I'm saying is their musical talent and how well you can market them do not go hand in hand. They don't. Think of Justin Bieber. I have nothing against the kid. I don't see why so many people hate him. Don't get me wrong. The same with all the other celebrities. Do I think that once he got his fame and now that he's a multimillionaire, uh, is a total douchebag personality-wise, and he thinks he's a hardcore thug? Yes, I think he's an asshole, but you can't hate him. How could you? He did stuff on YouTube. He got noticed for it, and like, why else would he enter singing competitions? That many, and post them on YouTube. I guess you could say for fun, but I guarantee if you were to ask the kid what would you want to do, I know he played hockey as well. He'd probably say, "Oh yeah, I want to sing." So look, the kid got into something that he wanted to do. He achieved his dream a lot easier, or at all. You know, just most people can't do that. By the way, my brother, I can't talk right. I'm being serious here. My brother, when he was younger, looked identical to Justin Bieber. Identical. I kid you not. I'm not gonna post pictures, but it's kind of funny looking at looking at him who's in his 20s. Be like, so that's what Justin Bieber's gonna look like when he grows up. I kid you not. It's identical. And my sister looks not identical, but probably 85% the same of Jessica Alba. I ain't lying, I ain't lying, but it's kind of cool. It's just the only thing is they look like them, except minus the hundreds of millions of dollars. So moving forward, I just hope TV makes a comeback. I really do. I hope it's not about marketing anymore. I hope it's about what people like. I'm sorry, no, see, people like garbage, but I hope it's about talent. Maybe one day people will realize that, hey, I like talent, as opposed to, oh, I like this recycled shit. God, I feel like it's, I don't know, the TV version of Call of Duty, just the same shit recycled over and over again. And that's what takes away from not chances of people, but, all the respect that you get is just because you're an actor doesn't mean you're a singer, or vice versa. If you can do it, awesome. But you're already making millions. You're already on TV in front of everybody. You don't need to be a singer as well. Well, what can you do about it? I miss even the cartoons as well. I think SpongeBob is the only one that has held that true quality. And yes, it's 99 when it came out, so I did watch it when I was younger. And that when I saw on TV there was a new episode of SpongeBob out, and I haven't seen it in a couple of years, yeah, I wanted to see if it went, I guess, in a sense, mainstream. I loved Rugrats. They just don't make them like that anymore. Now everything is too brain dead. There is no substance of it anymore. Even History Channel. When I was little, maybe 12 or 13, and I used to watch History Channel, everything I saw was in black and white. It was all war stories. It was all the landing of Iwo Jima and soldiers fighting and real footage. If I were to watch this channel, the History Channel that is, and there was no H underneath of it, the little icon, and it didn't say the History Channel, I wouldn't think it was a History Channel. I'd think it was a redneck version of MTV. And that's just MTV, there you go. It's not music television. It's reality television. RTV. If I was a multimillionaire or something, that's what I'd do. I'd make RTV, reality television, and start up a huge network. Fuck, I shouldn't publish this. That's a smart idea. But anyway, I hope it just gives you something to think about. Maybe you should go back to your roots if you're my age, 19, and just go on YouTube sometimes or something and just look up some of the old shows you used to enjoy, and then watch the new stuff now. Really scary how things change. Oh, by the way, tell me if this sounds like a car. Ready? Like turning it on, like. Oh wait, hold on. I can do like the rev limiter. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cool. See ya.